A warm welcome to all our viewers around the world who are joining us live on the Papare.com. Today we are here at the Science College grounds in Mount Lavinia for an exciting encounter. Dharmaraja College making the trip from Kandy to take on Science College at their home grounds. Everything is poised for an exciting encounter as Science is coming into the game after a draw against Mahanama last week, and Dharmaraja a win eluding them their whole season, and looking down the barrel of relegation will want to fight off their own demons and do everything they can to wrest a victory from this game today. And we have the weather forecast for today. I'm joined with Avin for the forecast.
Yeah, good to be here, Bilal, and join you here at the Science College grounds. Here's the weather forecast for you today, folks. Maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius, minimum of 26 degrees Celsius, brisk wind of 30 kilometers per hour. Overcast conditions. Yeah, it's been that way for now the week running around Colombo. All the rugby players have been experiencing some wind, so that will serve in good stead. It's not going to be a convenient game for these players, so putting out on the field for the build-up. Today's fixtures: week 9 of schools rugby, Finland taking on Bristol College, Papare College grounds, Hill Country, Germany. Fixture, the Beatrites, the Bamba Brigade going up against their evergreen rivals, the Mean Green Machine at Bambalapitiya. We have a plate segment for you happening at the Ananda College grounds in Rajagiriya. Zahira taking on Ananda, Vidyartha will be taking on Mahanama and Nintavela in Kandy, and a bowl segment for relegations for between Rajans and Science College. Like I said, it's a very important fixture for the Rajans College. Thurston has been on the up, and the Antonians running right against Vidyartha, their Candian rivals. Mahanama and Science had a pretty exciting fixture. Bad luck for Mahanama College because they've been tying all their games going into the latter half of that bowl segment. Unlucky for them, but just goes to show how much they've progressed since their promotion earlier this year. And with that being said, folks, there you see in the corner of your screen the lads from Science College just preparing to do battle. This is going to be very important for them because whoever wins this game will remain in the A segment, and well, whoever loses, it's going to be bye-bye for the A division for now.
Definitely having a lot riding on in this match for both teams. Of course, Dharmaraja, like we mentioned before, they are coming in with 6 defeats in a row, a record that they will not be too happy about. However, The lads from Kandy seem determined to go home today with a victory.
Absolutely, Bilal. And with that, we will be going into a short commercial break, bringing you all the live action of this scintillating fixture of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. We'll catch you on the other side. Stay tuned.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Link Natural Cramp Guard Plus. No more suffering from muscle cramps. The herbal specialist for muscle cramps. A trusted product from Link Natural.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Welcome back, folks. We are joining you with all the live action from a scintillating fixture relegation scrap in the Dialog Schools Rugby League between the Rajans and the lads at home, Science College. Here's the points table for you for the Cup Championship of the League 2025. Trinity leading from the front. Total points has been 18. Wesley College has been a surprise contender this year, tied with the Thomians for second place with 12 points apiece. Royal tailing closely behind with 7 points. It's not been the best cup segment outing for them this season. And Isipatana and St. Peter's College surprisingly languishing at the bottom of the table. That surely would have been a surprise for any prediction makers during the early parts of the season. 5 and 4 points apiece. And here's the plate championship for you. Round 2, week 8, the Josephians and the Dons leading with just 1 point differentiation between them, 18 and 17 respectively. Kingswood College has done well for themselves, I think, given the start of their season, 12 points. And Anand College have really made something of themselves this season. They are newly promoted to the A division. It's not been easy for them, but scoring 8 points as well, especially with that drubbing against Sri Sumangala a couple of weeks earlier. Zahira College, not a season to remember for them, but at least they have made it to the plate championship, that is for sure. And Sri Sumangala, commendable, I would say, even though they are languishing at the bottom of the table. It's been a tough couple of seasons for them in the top division, and they have absolutely learned some lessons, some very hard-earned lessons. And the bowl championship, 24 points scored by the Antonians, well out in front. Thurston and Mahanama not too far out. That difference between them, 15 points and 12 points apiece. Science College tailing closely behind Vidyartha College with 2 points, and Dharmaraja languishing at the very bottom of the table. It's not been an easy season for them, especially when you're considering, they have been proponents of the school rugby game for so long, Bilal.
Definitely, and these are the top try scorers so far in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025. We have Sithija Jayathilaka from Thurston College leading the charts with 12 tries, and Minula Yaddehige from Trinity College close behind with 11 tries. He'll want to add some points to this tally today at a crucial encounter against Wesley College, along with Nisit Kumarasinghe with 8 tries at 4th place. We have Vidula Jayasurya at 3rd place with 9 tries, and Praveen Lakmal also tied with Nisit Kumarasinghe at 4th place with 8 tries to his name. And we have the top point scorers, Deneth Chamudita from Anand College with 97 points. What a season he's having. And Dilruwan Pereira, of course, who we will be seeing in action today from Science College. He has been carrying this team on his shoulders, and a lot of expectations will rest on his shoulders today as well. And we have Idris Farooq from Royal College, who has been a crucial player for the team this season, and Abdul Hadi, of course, who will be going up against Trinity in Pallekele today, and he'll be looking to add some points to his tally. He's at 4th place with 61 points, and closely followed by Mayanka Dias at 5th place from St. Thomas's College with 60 points. And that's it for now. We'll be coming back to you with a lot of live action right after this commercial break.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
The road is yours. German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියමවිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
The road is yours. German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි.
ඕකේ waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් Aqua Shield 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
That was summer refresh when the train they gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Are you okay? Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Bond for tiling. Tokyo Super Bond. Do it right the first time.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotami. Fun Tamari.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චම්මරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Link Natural Cramp Guard Plus. No more suffering from muscle cramps. The herbal specialist for muscle cramps. A trusted product from Link Natural.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
සරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Maliban lemon puff puff. Lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ. රස lemon රසගේ. ජීවිත
හිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when a lemon Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
With live action, we are minutes away from kickoff. Science College versus Dharmaraja College. A crucial encounter for both games, for both of these teams. Dharmaraja College, of course, coming into this game with 6 successive defeats, a record that they won't be very proud of, and they'll be looking forward to not a victory today against Science College, who are also coming into this match with a draw against Mahanama last week. So they'll be looking forward to getting that W in front of their school's name this week. Dharmaraja College, of course, have an outside chance of staying in their division, and if they are to get that chance, something that they'll have to do is win both of the games this week and next week, and also hope that the other results go in their favor. And all set for kickoff. Dharmaraja College with ball in hand. And as the whistle blows, it's Damsit Ratnayaka who takes the kickoff. And not starting off with a great note. The kick hasn't gone 10 meters. So they will be restarting with a center scrum. And possession with Science College now. And Science College have a golden opportunity. They're starting off with a center scrum. They have options on both sides, and it will be interesting to see which side they go for.
Set.
Have players on both sides of the scrum.
Methuga Edrisinghe with the feed in. Number 8 throwing it on to the halfback. Good grubber by the inside centre. Gets a lot of yardage on that one. And, Science College relieving some pressure early on. It's going to be a Science throw in 5 meters away from that whitewash. Going to be interesting, Bilal, to see whether they can capitalize on this and get 5 points to draw first blood. Well collected. Pod has been set well. That's a well set maul. Maul has collapsed.
Well defended there by Dharmaraja, but what a great kick there by Dilruwan Pereira from Science to get that 50-22. Brilliant use of the space available to them, making sure that he capitalizes with that boot. That is why he's one of the main players for Science in this game, leading in the top point scorers as well.
Absolutely, Bilal. Passes it to the fly half. And he gets a fair bit of distance on that one, but the fullback collects it. That was Akila Rajapaksha with the collection. Rajapaksha still in the game. He's been a good fullback, shepherding the back line.
And it's Science College once again with possession in Dharmaraja territory, and they are inching forward. A very good carry by the number 8 there, and well defended in the ruck. And a good pass to the player who was just hugging the touchline a bit too much, and he's bundled out of touch there. Good piece of defense by Dharmaraja. However, they'll want to make sure that they get the ball from this line out and make a quick exit and ensure that they play most of their rugby in the Science territory, because in these first few minutes, it's been Science who is making sure that they play in the Rajans territory and getting that very crucial line out as well.
Absolutely.
Take a change. He wants getting out.
And there's been an injury from the Rajan side. Not a very heartening sight for the Dharmaraja fans, as the number 3
inside 22.
Dulaksha Rajpaksha has to walk out so early in the game.
Inside 22. Yeah.
However, the Rajans will have to make sure that this doesn't
He was getting out.
put a dampener on the game,
Out,
and that it doesn't mess with the strategy that they have at hand.
Doctor decide
There's a bit of hold up in the game.
Doctor decide करे. तुलट काटने के लिए नतु से लंकरन पुलवा.
And that's Indunet Bandara from Dharmaraja, who subs in for the number 3. And Dharmaraja with a crooked throw there.
What do you want? Line out.
Hands over possession to Science College. And Science now
Who's the hooker?
in the Dharmaraja red zone will have to make sure that they capitalize on this opportunity. They've entered the red zone once before and they were denied. However, will Dharmaraja be able to deny them once again? Their defense will definitely be put to the test.
Absolutely. Science College this time doing really well to work that back line with some speed.
You can't lift up.
And that's nicely held up there by the Rajan's defense. However, they are able to get the player back on the ground. Is Science College, and their forwards get ready with that push and go, with that pick and go. And they'll be testing the fringe defenses of Dharmaraja, which hasn't been at their best this entire season. But they'll have to make sure that if they have to do everything that they can in order to avoid relegation, that this is something that they do. And Science College is passing to that number 5 as he rushes forward, making some valuable meters there. Inches away, Science is now from the try line, met by a wall of Rajans. Last defense by Dharmaraja there. However, the Science pierces through the Rajans defense, and with just 4.5 minutes of the game, Science has scored.
Absolutely, that big forward had so much composure going for first blood. I think that was the Science number 3, Rajapaksha.
And that's Dilruwan Pereira who successfully converts that try. He adds 2 more points to his tally. And it's Science, just 5 minutes into the game, who have put pressure on the Rajans. And I think, something that Dharmaraja will have to keep in mind is that they'll have to remember how to win again. And I feel like that's a very vague statement, but what they essentially have to do is when things go wrong, something that they tend to do sometimes since they've been on a losing streak is that they tend to let that frustration get to them and they keep making more mistakes and get dragged into a vicious cycle. However, something that Dharmaraja will have to remind themselves is that they have the rest of the game to make amends for their little blunders. They'll have to just forget that mistake they made and make sure that they capitalize on the opportunities and make sure that they make more opportunities for themselves. That was a good chase by Dharmaraja, but nicely taken by the Science College.
Absolutely.
Who once again goes to their props.
Absolutely, Bilal. Loving the synergy right now between the Science backs and forwards. Just gaining a bit of a purchase for them. They were in their own backyard trying to go step there. The winger, very athletic on his feet. Gets a bit of yardage on it, but not too much. Gets caught down by some good rush defense by Science. Dharmaraja now employing the big forwards. This has been a hallmark of the season throughout all of their fixtures. A lot of gas early on, but they have had a very concessionary mentality, you could put it, in terms of letting the game get away from them, like you said, Bilal, once the opposition starts to score. So Dharmaraja need to apply the pump early on and make sure that the opposition knows, no sir, we are not going away without a fight. And so far Dharmaraja look to be a much improved outfit. Maybe it's the fire under their legs, you know, the risk of relegation could very well be the case. Halfback feeds, it's a clean feed. Flanker breaks away.
And it's Dharmaraja now in possession. A long cutout pass to the wing, who runs into a wall of defense and offloads.
No.
Dharmaraja making some valuable meters here, Arvind.
Yeah, good rush defense here from Science College for sure. Dharmaraja still with possession. The number 7 running along the wing. Will it be a whitewash? Oh no. He's been bundled into touch. He had the sense of mind to go for that offload, no matter how risky that move was, and it would have paid off. And Dharmaraja would have been able to go for that counter punch in record time had it not been for that late tackle.
But there is very good counter by Dharmaraja, making sure that they go for those points. Very heartening to see. It would be for the Dharmaraja fans. However, nicely taken by at the line out by Science College. They make a quick exit. And play is now at the 50-meter mark. Dharmaraja in possession, and here's the wing making some meters. He tries for the offload. However, he still remains in play. He's able to remain in play until now when he's bundled out of touch. That's quickly taken. And Rajan's now in the Science red zone. They'll have to make sure that they threaten the Science defense, and right as they say that, an unforced error there. A little knock on by the Dharmaraja prop. Handing possession over to Science College at the red zone.
Crouch. Bye. Set.
And Science with possession now will look for that quick exit. And here they are with the exit. A thumping kick. Isolating the Dharmaraja linebacker, and he's done well with a quick offload.
No.
A couple of quick offloads by Dharmaraja to the line. And here they are with possession once again. Nicely done by Dharmaraja. They are almost breaking through. And they have been able to regain a penalty. There seems to be a little hold up in play. The Science College.
Captain.
Number 1.
Injury place
Lisat Nimnaka on the ground. The medics tending to him. And we have a stretcher out as well. 2 early injuries here. We hope that it's not anything too serious, Avin. Concerning science for Science College. And both teams just take a moment to regroup as play is paused.
අතන බ්‍රේක් ඩවුන් එකේ මෙතන බ්‍රේක් ඩවුන් එකේ ඔක්කොම වැටෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තට. හරිද? ඒක මම කියන්න පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරන්න මේ පැත්තට එන්න එපා මම නොට්‍රෝල් එකට පිපිනවා කියලා. Thank you.
Here referee just having a word with the skipper there, Dilron Pereira, and Lisat Nimnaka just being looked at by that team medic. Always good to check up on the player and test for any possible concussions. So there's gradual improvements in the rugby game that we love to see as fans and followers of the game.
Excuse me, channel එකේ දාගෙන ඉන්න කෙනා වයින් කරන්න පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරන්න. channel එක කවුරුද දාගෙන ඉන්නේ? You can play. Thank you.
And all seems to be good in the Science College camp as Lisat Nimnaka takes his place in the team once again, and play will resume with Dharmaraja College having a penalty. They'll want to make as many meters as possible here.
That's good, I would say, just a few meters away from that 22. Good opportunity for Dharmaraja to get going here and throw a punch of their own.
Stay in your gap, please.
And Dharmaraja, something that has worked for them is the rolling maul. However, they are not able to create it in this instance, as once again their line out throw goes crooked. And it's a scrum, just handing out possession in crucial territory there to Science College. They've been undone by their own mistakes, Avin.
Bye.
And this is not something that the Rajans fans will want to see as the game progresses.
Absolutely. Good call there by Science to make sure that one goes into touch. That was a really, really good aerial effort.
What an amazing kick in there by Dilruan Pereira. This is why he has been so crucial for Science. Just from almost their red zone, he makes a 50-22. And he has gotten the game right into the Rajans red zone. And with a beautiful line out, here is Science charging towards that goal line.
Yeah,
they break off here.
Rock form. Play on.
Play on is the call by the referee. Rajans are regaining position in their own red zone. This is very risky. Needs to get plenty of yardage on it. Not the best attempt, but sufficient given the circumstances to get themselves out of trouble. You know, Dilruan Pereira, like you said, Bilal, has been a revelation for Science College. Hopefully he will have just one more season of rugby left in him to play for his alma mater. Another well set pod. Good throw in by the Science lads, and once again just regaining all that ground that they lost. The Science number 20, that
Release.
will be the hooker, Ravi Nedri Surya, making the run. That's a good dummy just to gain a bit of ground here. Those forwards being put to good use. Dharmaraja putting up an adequate defensive wall here, but those assisted carries by the Science forwards proving very, very tough to handle. They're gaining at least a couple of feet of ground every phase. Will the ball be held up? Unlucky for Science to not come down on the whitewash. I think the ball has been held up. Get out of jail free card for Dharmaraja.
And Dharmaraja doing extremely well there to ensure that Science doesn't pierce through their defense again. However, here they are with another wave of defense, and Dilruwan Pereira goes for drop goal. However, it goes a little away from the goalposts. But a very interesting choice there taken by Dilruwan Pereira. And it's Dharmaraja with a free kick for themselves, and they decide to
blunder there for Dharmaraja College. Scrum in favour of Science.
He didn't get the
Yeah, nerves are getting to the young lad there.
Another unforced error there by Dharmaraja College, and this is something that they should stop doing from their end, giving away possession at crucial moments of the game when they did have the momentum, when they do have the upper hand to Science College. And Science now with possession.
You know, time and time again, Sharkir Ishak has been used to brilliant effect down that right wing to make those runs. But Dharmaraja, once again, for the second time this game, bundling him just inches away from that whitewash. Good stuff here from both sides. Although it seems that Ishak has gone down. Been taken a look at. Very physical scrap this is turning out to be, Bilal.
No. He's concussion, no?
And play is held up. And it seems like the referee is going for a card. The referee is going to his pocket there, and it's a blue card for the Science College winger, which means that he will have a concussion.
Make a change. Change card.
He will be put to rest, and he'll be missing the next game as well. And that will be the end of the season for the Science College winger, as he's taken off the ground. Not a very heartening sight to see. However, play once again resumes.
Accident.
And once again, Dharmaraja just not getting that line out right, Avin.
No, stop. Accident offside.
Absolutely, Bilal. You know, an opportunity for Science here to vindicate Ishak's concussion here with 5 more points. They're smelling the blood in the water, and several times they've come close to finding that whitewash. Working the line again. Dilruwan Pereira giving it away and going for a set piece here. Not gaining a lot of ground. Mighty tackle from the Rajans. Once again, Dilruwan Pereira making the run, going for those long cutout paths. He's been brilliant with finding the player there. The big number 8 going for it, making a bit of yardage. Nippy halfback passes it on to the number 20. Dilruwan Pereira giving it to the cutaway. And this time, the winger finds space to go down for Amana Bank. Try number 2 for Science College.
Captain, number 7 offside.
And with that try, Science has now succeeded in piling up more pressure on Dharmaraja, and they'll just feel the frustration creep into their ranks once again.
Absolutely. Bosit Tilakaratna coming off the bench to replace Ishak, doing marvelously. And Dilruwan Pereira, you've been singing his praises all day. Bilal, and I could not agree with you further. He's been such a talismanic player, making a very, very early case for player of the match because, well, that's a wayward attempt from Pereira, but this lad has been so good at leading that back line. He's been marshalling those wingers. Really, the center has been taken completely out of commission this game because his cutout passes have been so good. He's perfect. His accuracy in finding those pockets where the winger can make those runs has been perfect, and really you couldn't ask for a better fly half than Dilruwan Pereira this season.
Definitely, Avin, and something that he has done also is that he's not afraid to go into contact, and that just creates a moment of indecisiveness in the offensive defense as well, and he makes maximum use of that indecisiveness, and here he is once again with a kick into the Rajan's territory. However, Rajan's well taken, but Dharmaraja,
Mitigate.
Science College just giving away a penalty there.
But it's high tackle. You want keep low number 7.
Dharmaraja given a little bit of reprieve. And they'll be going out to the line out once again. And something that they'll have to make sure is that they get the line out correct this time. That's a brilliant kick there by the Dharmaraja fly half. However, they'll have to make sure
get your mark and keep the
that
gap.
they get their line out ploys right. They'll have to stick to the basics at least and make sure they get that ball to that jumper because they've lost 3 consecutive line outs so far.
Good.
They've just handed possession over to Science College, just making it too easy for Science College at this point.
Okay.
And they do well there. A little bit of a dummy jump. And the ball now goes to the line. They have their players stretched out over the field. Dharmaraja goes into contact.
No.
And play on is the call. And Dharmaraja doing well there to win a penalty. And it'll be interesting to see what they do here. They've got that penalty.
After the ruck, number 20 attack the number 9.
Very close to the posts. However, they know that they are 12 points behind. And they'll have to make sure that they capitalize on this opportunity. Once again, a challenge they'll be facing is that they get the line out right.
Absolutely, those wayward throws have not worked in their favor, Bilal. They've had several opportunities gone begging. Not often have we seen a well-set pod like this one for Dharmaraja. So this could be opportunity number 1 that turns out well for them. Certainly, they need to get going in gapping that deficit. 12 points out ahead. That concessionary mindset has to go out the window for Dharmaraja College. Collapsing, but still retains possession. Pretty slow to restart Dharmaraja. That aggression is lacking just a tad bit, if my word counts for anything. And that could certainly cost them a few points looking back at the season so far for Dharmaraja. That aggression factor.
Dharmaraja now with prime possession. And a little move there. And they go towards working the line. Here is Dharmaraja with a wave of attack. However, Science College has done brilliantly there to get a turnover. And they make a quick exit. However, nicely taken by Dharmaraja. A little dummy by the scrum half there. Dharmaraja regain possession. However, it's almost close to the half line. The 50-meter line. And they've lost a lot of possession from where they initially started off. But here's Dharmaraja once again. Looking for that offload, but with no one there.
Yeah, support play has just been lacking for Dharmaraja. Not only in terms of those carry partners, those offload buddies, but just in terms of, supporting that ruck and making sure you retain possession. Number 1 with a great dummy. Once again, looking for that offload partner, but just finding no one in that little corridor. Oh no. Unlucky Dharmaraja. They had held on to possession for so long. But those basic errors just costing them possession. Science College would do well to get this one far out as they can.
And very unfortunate for the Rajans, because they had two penalties, back-to-back penalties. They got into the Science College red zone once again. However, they weren't able to capitalize on that opportunity. And that seems to be the theme of the entire season. Just making mistakes at those crucial moments and allowing the opposition to just get the upper hand, to just get that momentum. And here's Science once again with possession. And they are looking for Dilruwan Pereira once again, who puts a thumping kick down. And will it dribble away to the line out? No, it doesn't. And that'll be a goal line dropout for Dharmaraja there.
Yeah, under the pump relatively early on. Dharmaraja with a deficit of 12 points. I would say, given the way the game has gone, they've let too many opportunities gone begging. Absolutely. They need to get out of trouble here. And fast. Gets a bit of yardage on it, but straight in to that back line. Number 10 goes for it. That offload there, that is the killing difference between Science College and Dharmaraja College today. That support play is very evident here. The big number 8 going for that hit. Will he find the whitewash? Just a few feet away and out of nowhere really, with not a lot of momentum behind them. Science College within touching distance of another 5 points here. Can Dilruwan Pereira and his men go for goal here? Nippy halfback Dilruwan Pereira just trying to find the whitewash. That is Amana Bank, try number 3. And what an excellent try. The presence of mind on this young man. Chin strap or no, he finds the whitewash. Let me tell you, Bilal, that was just brilliant. Just the presence of mind.
And just creating that indecisiveness that we spoke about before. He barges into the Rajan's wall and gets away with a try. And here he is with the conversion. And that's 7 more points to his name and to Science College. What a great first half that Science College is having here at their home grounds. The fans are elated. And the scores are now 17-0. Dharmaraja will have to counter or risk losing the game. That is not something they'll want to do. They'll have to make sure that they get their basics right. Just make sure and a little fumble there. Once again, Dharmaraja just scrapping to get possession of the ball.
Number 15. Falling down. 101 feet.
Dharmaraja given a little bit of reprieve there. They'll have to make sure that they come back here. They'll be looking for a clean line out. And they did quite well with the Mauls last week, Avin. So that is one tactic that they can employ as well here against Science. And here's Dharmaraja just working the line. They'll have to make sure that they just rack up those faces, suck in the Science defense, get these little things right. And a little offload there by the prop. And here's a gap for Dharmaraja. Well negated there. And this is some good face play that Dharmaraja has been creating. And they also have a bit of a penalty advantage, which the number 10 tries to exploit. However, as Science gets hold of the ball, Dharmaraja will be going for that penalty, going back to that penalty.
Yeah, a bit of a phase for Dharmaraja College there, just gaining a bit of momentum, which is always good to see. Only thing is they need to capitalize on this. And that was Pavan Manod there with a good 22 meter. Once again, a throw in for Dharmaraja College. It's here that they've let several opportunities go flying out the window. They need to put a stop to that. Just a 5-man line out for them. Good interception from Science College. 5 meters away. Quick tap. Dilruwan Pereira takes it and puts the ball flying. Good chase by the winger, but no, that's been that finds the touch.
Okay, come on.
Once again, Dilruwan Pereira just coming in clutch with those
No, play inside.
distance finders, getting themselves out of trouble.
Play in front.
And seeing that little gap in the back, he almost exploited that gap, and the ball just a few inches away, few inches after the try line. So possession will be back with Dharmaraja.
Early.
And the forwards have had a little bit of a discussion, a little bit of a regroup. And with a few meters away from the try line, after that brilliant kick by Pavan Manodya, the Rajans will be looking to make sure that this line out counts. It will be interesting to see if Dharmaraja goes for that maul. However, they are not able to capitalize or execute their game plan, as Science does brilliantly there to put pressure on that jumper and get a hold of the ball. Here's Dilruwan Pereira with the kick once again. And the ball is still in play and in possession with the Science College. And here is Science College with a little bit of offloads. The try line almost at their mercy. Dharmaraja doing brilliantly there to defend them. However,
You want to come into the gate?
not the best move
Gate, please.
by the Rajan defense at
come
that
to the side.
point, as they give away a penalty. And once again, we're just seeing the same phases of play repeat.
1 feet ahead.
Dharmaraja
1 feet
getting
ahead.
that opportunity
Yeah.
to get into that prime territory and just giving it away. Just being undone by their own mistakes. And Dilruwan Pereira just making sure that he also keeps doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And in the meanwhile, a few scintillating fixtures going on in Pallekele. Wesley College putting the Trinity Lions under the pump 7-5 just a few minutes before Lemons. The pod is well set. Can the number 20 break off and find the whitewash here? He's struggling. Can he put the ball to ground? Held up is the call by the referee. Good stuff here from Dharmaraja to not concede a fourth try in the first half. St. Peter's College leading 7-0 against the Green Machine. And Royal College 15 points to St. Thomas's 8 at Mount Lavinia. Here's Dilruwan Pereira making a mammoth run. He's quite an intimidating player, isn't he? Not a lot of defenders lining up to take the big lad on. which is always a great asset to have in a team like Science College, who have been known for their physicality. Working the line eloquently here, the big number 14, trying to make the whitewash. Just excellent work. The big forward, the lad who made landfall first for Science, blunder by the halfback. Someone who's played his own fair bit of rugby. That's never a good feeling for a halfback when you try to keep that face moving. That's difficult. And quite a few scintillating fixtures actually that are going against the run of play as we move into the latter half of the cup segment. I'm quite interested to know what the score will be at full time at Pallekele. Meanwhile, Science College showing you how little the gap is between the table toppers and the middle of the table. Number 5 going down for Amana Bank. Try number 4 for Science College. Really, this was a tough phase for them. That was the number 8, Demitha Silva, wearing the number 5 jersey. Came out of nowhere, really. They were asking questions from that Dharmaraja defense and they just came undone. Nothing to it, really.
And Dharmaraja just once again giving Science that space to score, to go over that try line. And their defense seems to be in disarray. And Science doing their best to go over the line. And here's Dilruwan Pereira once again. And the conversion is successful this time. What a game he is having today. 3 conversions and a try to his name. Dilruwan Pereira at this point carrying Science on his shoulders, and here's play once again restarts. However, a little knock on.
Incident akunne nokone vitarane thi. Okay, thank you.
Referees having a bit of a discussion, and they confer that possession will be with Dharmaraja for that little knock on.
Crouch. Bye.
Rajans now once again in the Science territory.
Yeah, a little over eager, the lads from Science there. Referee says that without a clean feed, the defending scrum cannot shove. Good feed in by the halfback, going for a little bit of a set piece here. Fly back, fly off and centre combining well to work the line. Here's the winger going for a mammoth run, possibly the best phase they've had all game, gaining a lot of ground here. Holding on to possession, certainly. Now the support play coming in, the big forwards joining the game here now. They've been out of it, out of commission for so long, just a few minutes away from Lemons. Can Dharmaraja gain the moxie to go for 5 points here?
And Dharmaraja will have to just create some phases here, just make sure that they suck in that Science defense. However, they opt to go for a little chip.
That's halftime. Calls referee. 26-0 is the score here at the Science College grounds as we go into Lemons, folks. What a scintillating game this has been. Bits and pieces of brilliance from Dharmaraja, but not quite enough to go all the way. And dominant rugby by Dilruwan Pereira and his lads. He's been brilliant leading from the front. Science College 26-0 at halftime. And we will be bringing you all the action of the first half, the highlights of the first half rather, and all the action of the second as we join you after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Hey, shall we have a ramen? Yeah? Yes, now you can have Korean ramen anytime, anywhere with newly introduced Maliban Snackers Korean Ramen Savory Biscuit. Grab a pack for just 550 rupees and get that spicy Korean ramen sensation while watching this match.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියමවිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මොකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do. While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
That was summer refreshment, the train eකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියමවිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadhamai.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Are you okay? Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superbond for tiling. Tokyo Superbond. Do it right the first time.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadhamai.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadhamai.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
Swiss Tech Skin Coat finish එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය. Chirpy Chips. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් Swiss Tech Tile Adhesive. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
And we are back live once again with action from Science College grounds at Mount Lavinia. Science College versus Dharmaraja College, who has made the trip all the way from Kandy and who are trailing at the moment and who will want to make sure that they have a better second half than the first half they had. Dharmaraja trailing by 26 points to this great performance by Science College. And here's the first half highlights, which Science College dominated from the very first whistle. Dilruwan Pereira once again playing an instrumental role in this performance. And as play resumes, we'll come back to you with the highlights at the end of the game as both teams take center stage here at Mount Lavinia. Science College playing in front of their home fans and putting on a dominating performance so far. how will Dharmaraja respond in the second half? They'll just have to adjust a few crucial mistakes they've been repeating, unfortunately. And it's taken well by Dharmaraja. A little bit of cover defense there for Science. And a little chip just trickles down into out of play. And Dharmaraja will have possession. And their line out will be tested once again. And that's an aspect of the game that they'll have to definitely correct, make amends. In the first half, they had 3 consecutive lineouts in crucial territory that they just handed possession over. And here they are. They seem to have made those little amends and a little backdoor pass to the Rajans line. And here's Dharmaraja once again with possession. Not looking for that exit, but looking to run from their own half. And advantage for Dharmaraja there. High tackle by the Science College player. Dharmaraja player seems to be in a little bit of pain. And will be interesting to see if the referee goes to his pocket after just assessing the level of mitigation, if there was any, by Science College.
Yeah, absolutely. That was unnecessary. Science College well out in front. They need to make sure that they have their wits about them and they have some composure going into the second half. After all they need to do now is really park the bus and play a defensive game. They don't need to be too aggressive and go out all guns blazing. This was needless of them. If they do suffer a yellow card and have to start playing with 14 men.
Definitely, that's something that Science would not want to do as well, because they're having all the momentum here. And last week as well, we saw how card 2 Shakib Zumri when he was playing against Trinity, actually turned the entire tide of the game. Isipatana was just regaining momentum, but however, with that card, with their main player being sent away, Trinity just dominated, and that's something that Science College will have in the back of their mind as well. And the referee just having a bit of discussion, and he goes for the yellow card. Science has been reduced to 14 men. And it will be interesting to see how Dharmaraja capitalizes on this opportunity now. They have 1 extra man and the halftime has just begun. And they'll want to strike hard.
Yeah, absolutely. If we were Dharmaraja, a moral victory for them would be to try and get some tries, really. Because all season, it's been very tough pickings for them. They haven't held on to that whitewash opportunity as much as they would have liked. So a huge morale booster for them for sure would be trying to go for 5 points here.
And they've done well so far with that line out. They're just racking up a few phases here as they go to the line. The number 10, they're just looking for a little bit of support and going into ground. However, this good phase play by Dharmaraja, and they'll just have to make sure that they keep doing this. That they don't panic, that they don't try to do anything too flashy, but just rack up a few phases, suck in those defenders, and just make sure just make advantage of the fact that they are 1 man up. However, the Science defense doing well here to keep Dharmaraja at bay. The Rajans now with another phase of play. There's some good, patient build-up by Dharmaraja and good defense by Science as well. Making sure that they don't give away another penalty. Making sure they don't give any leeway to Dharmaraja. And It has paid off for Science. They've just forced an error from the Dharmaraja players. A knock on there in Science territory. And the team's going for a scrum now with Science in possession. Done brilliantly there by Science. They've been one man down and still been able to just avoid giving away a try. And a little bit of fumble there, something that you don't usually see from that Science number 10. And here's Dharmaraja pushing that ball carrier down a bit. And there's a lot of free space at this end of the ground. And
oh no, there was an opportunity gone begging for Science College. Surely just no defense at all. You know, a quick backline would have surely gotten them to the whitewash on the other end of your screen. But nevertheless, Dharmaraja once again regaining possession here. And this has been a solid phase of play for them. They have held on to possession. But right now, that back line, once again, going for those needless infringements, could very well cost Science College the momentum of the game, if not the game itself. So they have to be very careful. There's still 30 minutes of play left. It's going to be very interesting. High tackle, says the referee. Advantage given. This is the second warning, he says.
And a good kick there by Pavan Manodya.
And folks, news from Bumblepitia is that St. Peter's is holding on to a very slim 7-point lead. Isipatana College yet to find the whitewash. Very, very surprising low-scoring thriller at Bumblepitia.
And at Palekale, we've seen Trinity just move forward, taking the lead against Wesley College with another try, 12-7. And while there's been a lot of action around the country brought to you by Papare, we are seeing a lot of good rugby played by both teams here as well. And Science College just having that edge today against Dharmaraja.
Absolutely. You know, looking at this game, you really have to ask yourself, what was Science College doing wrong in the earlier fixtures? Because they have gone up against the likes of Mahanama College, a newly promoted side, and they came out of that game with a draw. Yes, Mahanama and Ananda College both have been a very tightly well-oiled, they have been well-oiled units, but Science College, you know, being in the A division for so long, you would have expected them to put up a bit more of a fight and get across the finish line. But it's been a surprising season for sure, especially with the likes of Dilru and Pereira, you know, carrying this team, you know, among the highest point scorers in the league. It's definitely a question for the think tank at Science College going into the season that is to come.
Definitely, and I think that the heavy reliance on Dilru and Pereira itself might also be the reason as to why they haven't done as well as we expected, Avin, because a few moves back when we saw that they had a lot of empty space in front of them, but Dilruan Pereira's absence, Dilruan Pereira's leadership there being absent because he was on the other side of the ground, just felt like they were all at a loss of what exactly to do without that direction given by him. So that reliance on him might also have served as a double-edged sword here for Science.
Absolutely, that's a really accurate assessment of Science College, and especially something that you know, the newly promoted sides will have to be cognizant of is the fact that, you know, you can't rely on your talismans too much. The reason why the four top teams in the league this season, Royal College, St. Peter's College, Isipatana, and Wesley College have gone so far is because that they have not relied on those big names to get them through the game. You know, everyone's had their time in the sun. Right now, Science College working the line. Dilruan Pereira coming back into the game, and it's the number 14 down the wing who makes a mammoth run, just completely out of nowhere. Like we were saying, you know, that talismanic quality that Dilruan has, you know, in shepherding his backline, that they look a really well-oiled, organized unit when he's there leading the charge, and really they look a completely different side without him. And it'll be something to take note for sure. And it's partly the reason, well, it's entirely the reason why, you know, tougher sides have completely opted to target that one man. And yeah, that tells you a story, doesn't it?
Definitely, Avin. And here's Dharmaraja again. Once again, their line out just not working for them. And that Anand, the Science College, now in possession. And they'll want to work the line here. And here's Dilruan Pereira with a little bit of fancy offload behind his back. Reaches the player. And Science College still in possession here. They're thundering towards that whitewash. Will they have the first try of the second half? And at number 13 with a beautiful offload to the scrum half. Just gaining a few more meters.
Scrappy play there. Quick restart. Most likely for Dilruan Pereira. Yeah, you can see the young man smelling the blood in the water. The big number 5 trying to go for the whitewash.
Good defense there by Dharmaraja. But how long can they do this? Can they keep Science College from crossing the try line once again?
Absolutely. That is the question, Bilal.
And here's Science once again coming in wave after wave. Dilruan Pereira with ball in hand. A little bit of a dummy. And he's taken to ground quite cleverly by the Dharmaraja defense. 2 men marking him. But 2 men marking him also means that there's 1 less man to deal with. And almost over. But Dharmaraja defense doing well once again. Inches away now. Have to say, Avin, Dharmaraja has been doing quite well in this little phase of play, and they've come back with some renewed energy. And they're able to bundle the Science player into the touchline. A little bit of tussle there.
Yeah, tempers flaring high for sure. Science College will be aggravated at the fact that they have been denied the whitewash by a really solid Dharmaraja College defense there for sure. And the intimidation factor of Dilruan Pereira, because he's performing so well, you know, that's really tough to negotiate. So really the W in this particular minute of the game has to go to Dharmaraja College.
Number 5.
And we are having a little pause in the game as the officials recheck what exactly would have happened. There seems to be talks of the crowd getting involved. However, we hope that's not the case here.
Number 13. Number 13. Thank you. Thank you. Captain and number 13. Captain and number 13. And number 10, please.
The referees.
Number 13? Yes. Okay, thank you. First of all, then. Sorry, sir. Man දෙන්නටම yellow card දෙයක් issue කරනවා.
the referee there ensuring that discipline is upheld. A quite important factor at these school rugby games. And we have the number 13 from Dharmaraja, Pahan Rajapaksha, going out. 2 yellow cards to Dilruwan Pereira and Pahan Rajapaksha. And we'll be having both teams reduced to 14 men here. And it will be quite interesting to see how Science does now without that talismanic fly half.
Yeah, absolutely. The skipper has been an omen for opposition sides all throughout the game.
And will Dharmaraja be able to reach that goal line now? The referee just checking if everything is in order. And Dharmaraja once again just letting that line out go. However, the penalty will be awarded to Dharmaraja there. And it looks like they'll be going for a quick tap. And they are starting play off from almost the 50-meter mark. A very interesting chance taken there by Dharmaraja. Very interesting decision, to put it more accurately.
Absolutely. But you can just see that gutsy nature just finding its way back to Dharmaraja now that Dilruwan Pereira is off the field.
And Avin, do you think that'll be another yellow card?
He attempts the ball for, then knock on.
If that was an intentional knock on by the Science player.
You know, composure is really the name of the game here. I think it might have maybe been a second yellow for Science if they don't keep their wits above them. Right about now, I think both sides are just settling and really getting back into the swing of more composed rugby.
Okay, you can. Thank you. Crouch.
So good on the referee to
Set. Steady.
have a light hand about these things. Clean feed. Halfback coming in for that scissor pass. The center getting past a few defenders and taking down a few as well. Going for that dummy. Dharmaraja now gaining a lot of ground. Forwards working well. A lot of synergy. Science College, that rush defense is completely absent now. Just looking all sorts of trouble here. Dharmaraja gaining ground bit by bit. That number 3 is doing a lot of work. The forward is extremely busy. The number 10 passing it on to the winger coming off the bench. Extremely good face here. Dharmaraja. Can they get their first 5 points in the game?
They decide to go into the blind side once again and they go over the whitewash. Dharmaraja have the first try of the second half, and what an amazing phase of play there by the Rajans. They've struck the first blow in the second half. However, will this be enough to take down Science, who have racked up 26 points to their name? And once again, Avin, it's what we spoke about.
Go ahead.
The absence of the captain.
Okay.
Just putting the entire team into disarray. Just shows the crucial role that he's been playing throughout this entire Science season. And here we have Pavan Manodya lining up the kick. And the conversion is good. Dharmaraja with 7 points to their name, leaving us in wonder of what is to come, but also leaving us wondering if it was a little too little, too late for Dharmaraja. However, the Rajans fans will hope that that's not the case. The Rajans fans will be hoping that this will be a resurgence in the second half.
Continue the game. No, continue game. Abhi continue kar mera cramp aati hai. Yeah.
Referee mentioning that the game will go on. And the number 15 now for Science. That's the fullback, Dihanga Yapa Bandara, with the restart. Taken well by Dharmaraja there. And you can just see that they are playing with a renewed sense of energy. A revitalized Dharmaraja side who has approached the second half. We saw that with their wonderful defense there.
Get back.
Before those 2 yellow cards.
Absolutely.
And whatever the coaches have told them during the second half has served them well.
Get back, please. High bounce foot feet.
And something commendable also is that they have made very few mistakes, but just a missed tackle there. Allowing Science to gain momentum. However, ball drop there, no advantage is the call. But Science being given a penalty for a high tackle there by Dharmaraja. And they take the quick tap. And here's the big Science front row going forward.
No, release.
And here they are once again. Science coming in wave after wave. With another penalty now. And they go for the quick tap. Just stopped by the referee there and the teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd want your teammates to have composure.
It seems to be like Dharmaraj plays on the ground. A match marred by injuries from the very beginning. And as we reach the end of the season, seems like the games are taking its toll on these young players. However, this will be a good moment's rest for both teams to take a little break, to regroup.
Mitigate. Manage.
The referee just having a word with the Rajan skipper. And Science just itching to restart again. They seem to have settled for a very narrow point of attack with all of their forwards bunched up. They'll be looking for some pick and goes just to get some defenders, get some extra defenders from Dharmaraja into that fray. And then a quick pass to that line will make sure that Science gets over that goal line. And we have the substitute for Dharmaraja. 2 substitutes for Dharmaraja. Fresh legs infused into the team. That's number 18. Dinet Hetiarachi. Along with the Dharmaraja number 33. And what Dharmaraja will be expecting with this new infusion of energy is that they will want to keep this defense up. They'll want these fresh legs to make sure that they make an impact in the game as well. And not just get some points, get some minutes, beg your pardon, under their belt.
On field.
And here's Science with a little bit of dummy. Inches away from the try line once again, but Dharmaraja have done well so far to not get them above that line. However, how long can they keep this up? Not long. And that's the referee signaling a try.
Yeah, that was the big number 3 for Science College, who had the presence of mind to come down on the whitewash hard. This was a massive phase for Science College, marred by injury, marred by clock timeouts, but still they kept their composure. This is the second try for the big lad, I believe.
Tharusha Galage scoring a brace for himself in this match and just putting Science on top once again, scoring their first try in the second half and extending those points. They have a very good cushion now, and all they have to do is to make sure they don't let Dharmaraja come back, and the conversion just inches away, bounces on one of the poles. And as time nears to the restart, the 2 yellow carded players, number 13 from Dharmaraja and number 10 from Science, are just getting ready to be infused into the game once again. And here's Science with the collection and an exit. Will be interesting to see what Dharmaraja do here.
And just like that, I think Dilron Pereira is back in action. He will like the fact that his men have scored without him, which will only... Oh no. Rajapaksha there fumbling. Tempers just flaring a bit in this scrap between the two sides. Of course, you can't really blame either side because relegation is very much a possibility for both of these sides. I would say Dharmaraja College have a very tough uphill battle ahead of them in the next few minutes to come, but the game is still not out of the realm of possibility for them to reclaim. Science College have possession here.
That's brilliantly done by the Science forwards. They are just pushing that Dharmaraja pack and gaining that penalty, winning that penalty for their team. And the forwards will be satisfied with the work rate, with the work they've been putting into this game. It's not just the backs who have been shining.
Number 3.
Absolutely, Bilal. That synergy between the backs and the forwards at Science College today, at least, has been something of beauty. Because you mentioned work rate, you know, in highly physical games like this, you know, you'll see the forwards running out of gas. But, I mean, we saw the number 3 for Science College, Tharusha Galage, you know, scoring the first try of the game and now the latest. So, obviously, the forwards are still very much involved in the game, and they have a lot of involvement. They will require a lot of involvement of themselves in the next 15 minutes to come.
And here's Galage once again, ball in hand, looking for that jumper. Dharmaraja, the Science line, beg your pardon, ready to receive the ball. And that's well done by Science there. Just throwing above those players. And they've instantly gotten in to that Dharmaraja red zone.
No.
And now what Science will want to do is just rack some faces up here once again. And go towards, inch towards that whitewash. And here's Dilruan Pereira with another great pass to his winger. And it's number 14 for Science who goes over the line once again. Once again, that opportunity created by Dilruan Pereira. He just drew in 2 defenders. And it's Ritnuka Dabare who goes over the line for Science. And I feel like, Avin, that try has definitely put the nail in the coffin for Dharmaraja.
Absolutely. And easy as you like for Dilruan Pereira, who gets 2 more points on the board. Score now moving to 39-7. You know, everyone getting in on the act. This is the effect that a good skipper has on his team. You know, just drawing in those defenders into himself and leaving space for Dabare to score. And not just score, but score in style under the goalpost as well. You know, really good stuff here.
And as we enter the final quarter of the game, Science in a dominating position. 38 points, of which Dharmaraja have replied to with only a try and a conversion. It's not that they haven't had the opportunities. It's not that they haven't created the opportunities. It's just that they haven't been able to capitalize on them. Something to think back on
Time on.
as they take that bus ride back home to Kandy. And that's an error there by Science College. What Science has to do right now is make sure that they don't lose focus, that they don't have any lapses of concentration like that, and allow Dharmaraja back into that game. They'll want to finish this game off strongly. And such lapse of concentration should not be allowed by the players to just creep into them, creep into the team.
Crouch.
And here's Dharmaraja once again with with good position in the field and possession of the ball. And a little break by the number 8 to the halfback and the number 12 now.
Just support play that was lacking there during that little phase that was going on. I feel like the number 12 could have done a lot more if he had that offload buddy on his tail. Dharmaraja, lessons to be learned for sure for next season. Right now, the line just trying to make things work. Number 24, once again, just asking good questions here from Science College. It will be a moral victory for them if they can find the whitewash one more time in the 15 minutes or so that we have left here at Mount Lavinia. Once again, those forwards just being put to good use. Dharmaraja College, none of their players really had a lot of time to shine except for that fly half who was really good with his kicks in the earlier segment of the game. Pick and go game here for Dharmaraja College. Just a few feet, just inches rather, away from the whitewash. Good opportunity here for them to get into the double digits here. Can they do it? Can Dharmaraja College go all the way? Still more work left to be done.
And they're definitely testing the Science defense here. And they won a penalty as well. And we've seen these glimpses of good rugby throughout from Dharmaraja. However, they've been few and far in between for them to actually make an impact as the scoreboard reflects. And they are looking to take a quick tap. Dharmaraja starting play from the middle. And they've won another penalty for them. Back-to-back penalties for Dharmaraja here. And the number 9, the scrum half, with ball in hand now.
Hands on release.
And here's Dharmaraja. A fresh new wave of attack. phase number 1 for them. And Dharmaraja once again testing that science defense. Here they are. The number 3 is moving forward. Is he over the line? And he is. The Dharmaraja number 3
Bowling down. Yeah.
scores the second try of the game for them. A little consolation for Dharmaraja.
That was Rajapaksha. He was involved throughout the game and he was marshalling the forwards and reaps the due rewards for his hard work. Rajapaksha. Fine work to get Dharmaraja to double digits.
And something that we've noticed from Dharmaraja is that whenever they seem to be calm, whenever they seem to be composed, they have always been able to test that science defense, have minimal mistakes, and go over that try line. However, as that conversion goes a bit wide, we've just seen them make too many crucial mistakes at moments in the game when it has counted for them the most. Despite all of that, these are good signs for Dharmaraja. They've scored 2 great tries, and it'll definitely be something positive to take away despite everything else that has been going on. And they take the ball well once again. Good collection of the ball. Counter-ruck attempted by Science, however, kept at bay by the Dharmaraja forwards. And here are the forwards once again. Good ruck defense there by Dharmaraja. A little dummy. The number 13 seems to be a bit isolated, but he
play on.
Attempts to keep away the Science defense, but he's unable to do so. And here's Science now with possession of the ball in the Dharmaraja red zone once again.
Thank you.
And here they are, the forwards, doing those hard work, and Galage once again making some valuable meters there.
No hands.
He's been so involved in the game, hasn't he, Galage? Leading the packs from the front. That's what you want your front rows to be doing. Number 12 going in, making valuable, covering valuable ground here, working the line here. Science College, you can tell that they're running out of gas just about now, but they're pushing for that final 5 points. Galage just marshalling the forces from the back. A pick and go game for them. Now working the line here. Lob pass to number 23. And the bench gets in on the act as well.
You okay with the try? Good.
That was Sasanka Sandit, who came down hard on that whitewash. What a brilliant try in the dying moments of the game for Science College. Bilal, I'm going to have to correct you a little bit there. This was the nail on the coffin for Dharmaraja College. The game has well and truly been put out of commission here for Dharmaraja, and it's all thanks to the all-around efforts of Science College. Even without their kingmaker, without their talisman, they've gone the miracle mile to score even more. Onila Mindino, difficult assignment for him. Can he get the angle on this one right? Angle in the general direction, yes, but doesn't get the distance on that one right. Science College falls back fast. That was brilliant. Just a great cutout pass to find the man. That line work from Science College has truly been impressive today. Credit where credit has to be given.
And Dharmaraja, a little bit disheartening for the Rajan fans to see how things are unfolding here in Mount Lavinia. And as we arrive into the dying minutes, will be interesting to see how Science finishes off the game. And here's a kick. Done well by Science there to regather the ball. And here Science is once again in the Rajan territory.
Science just giving everything that they've got. The number 13 player just taking over the duties from Dilruan Pereira. Once again just holding on to possession, losing a bit of ground here, but it's been kicked into touch, says the ref. And Dharmaraja College having an opening here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Can they get something?
And in the dying minutes of the game, just taking you back to the matches that is happening around. We have St. Thomas's College with 29 points above Royal College, who are at 25 points. And St. Peter's College leading Isipatana with 7 points, 14 to 17. And Trinity versus Wesley. We have Trinity College at 23 points and Wesley College at 14 points. The unofficial final of the Dialog Schools Rugby League unfolding at Pallekele, and at the moment it seems like Trinity College has all fingers on that league title.
Yeah, absolutely, and well deserved. And the unbeaten league champs. That's quite the title for Trinity College, who have been out of sorts for so long. This has been their rebirth season. It was always going to come down to those two teams, Wesley College and Trinity College, and what a well-deserved bout of rugby at Pallekele for them to get their hands on that silverware. Of course, we're 5 minutes away from official confirmation, but right now at Mount Lavinia at the Science College grounds, no less an impressive scrap of rugby happening. Science College doing their utmost to get to that 50-point mark.
No advantage.
Asking questions from Dharmaraja College even in the dying moments of the game. 3 minutes away from full time. The nippy halfback coming off the bench. A lot of new players being blooded here in the dying moments of their last league fixture. Being called back there. Penalty infringement from Science College.
Holding on to the ball by Science College player there. And it's Pawan Manodya once again who puts ball to boot and gains some impressive meters for Dharmaraja. And he has also been doing quite well for Dharmaraja throughout this entire game. However, something that he has been lacking is the support from the other factions of the play as well. Pawan Manodya has done quite well so far whenever it comes to the kicks, whenever it comes to creating those little opportunities. However, just like what we've seen on screen, those opportunities haven't been capitalized on. And we have Science with the penalty once again. A little knock on there by Dharmaraja. And as we move into the dying minutes of the game, the score at 43-12. Science College at 43. Dharmaraja with only 12 points to their name. Two impressive tries, however. It has stopped at that.
Stay in the tunnel. Number 9. Stay.
And here's Science College just one try away from getting those 50 points, from scoring 50 points to their name. And here's Science once again. They'll be itching to finish off quite well. However, just denied by a knock on there by the Science players. And it'll be a scrum for Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja as well will want to finish this game off on a high. They'll want to make sure that they show what they can do.
No.
When they stay off of their
Advantage,
mistakes.
coming to the side.
And
Yeah,
another
coming to the
penalty for Dharmaraja. And here they are.
Disadvantage.
A quick tap and a pass to no one in general. And the little offload not going Science way. And Science in these dying minutes have been guilty of giving away too many penalties. However, it wouldn't affect the result of the game all that much. But that's something that the coaches would definitely not be happy with.
Absolutely. As the years have rolled by, Science College have
Get back.
garnered a reputation for very physical, aggressive rugby, which is always a good thing in the sport. But sometimes tempers can flare up, and you have to be cognizant of the fact that you are, at the end of the day, playing a sport with rules and regulations. And so far, Science College have been very lucky to be privileged, because their infringements have not affected the game as much as it would have otherwise. But we have seen games where play has been stopped thanks to the quality of infringement. So something that they will definitely have to take note of. 70 minutes on our clock, possibly the final few phases of play here as the sun sets at the Science College grounds. Dharmaraja with the throw in. It's a low liar. Well collected. Trying to go for points here in the dying moments of the game. The number 19 doing his utmost to take on the defenders. Good lob pass.
Here's Pawan Manodia with the ball, making some meters. Taken to the ground by the Science College defense. And here's Dharmaraja once again, wanting to finish off the game on a high. And here's Dharmaraja. They are just creating those little good phases of play created by Dharmaraja. Something that they've strived to do throughout the game. And when it has worked for them, when they have been able to do that, they've gone on to score 2 tries for themselves. However, Science College defense has always been able to disrupt those phases, and a little grabber there by Dharmaraja. Almost collected by them.
High tackle. Take it. Thank you.
However, play moves back to the penalty. And here they are again. A nice little offload by them. And the line is at the mercy of the Dharmaraja, number 13. And he goes not over the line.
I think. No, high tackle.
So much sympathy for that player right now. That was an absolutely brilliant phase of play. But not to be. And full time.
Number 26.
The whistle blows here at the Science College grounds. 43-12 is the full time score before we have confirmation. There you have it.
And the Science College players are jubilant. In those dying minutes, they were just able to deny Dharmaraja from scoring that try by bundling that player into touch. And the Science players, with their captain on their shoulders, a nice little change for the captain as he's been carrying the team on his shoulders. The players now carry him on their shoulders, literally. And Science College, a dominating performance here. 43 points scored, and Dharmaraja just 12 points. And here are some of the highlights from the second half that saw Dharmaraja score twice. However, the deficit was a little too much. And a little correction from us. That last try did not go for a line out. However, it was a penalty try for Dharmaraja. So they've been able to score 7 points. And they finish off with 19 points to 43. And here are the second half highlights. And the highlights show how dominant the Science players were. And although there were 3 tries at the end of the day scored by Dharmaraja and them getting 19 points, those 26 points that Science College had racked upon in that first half was just too much of a mountain to climb. And we have the key stats from the game. Science College scoring 43 points to Dharmaraja's 19 that last minute. Swiss Tech player of the match for today for Science College will of course be Dilruwan Pereira for that talismanic performance. He made sure that he was all over the place today, and in those crucial moments creating those crucial gaps and making those conversions as well, while he scored a try and assisted a couple of others also. And here are the upcoming fixtures for tomorrow, Sunday the 3rd of August. Sri Sumangala College will be taking on Kingswood College at the Trinity College grounds in Pallekele, followed by St. Joseph's College taking on DSA Nanayaka College at the CRNFC grounds. Definitely an encounter that we'll be keeping our eye on for. The winner of that game will be taking the upper hand in that plate segment. And we have a lot of action coming up on Papare tomorrow. Along with these 2 games, we'll also be having the university games coming in live from Nithavala. So keep your eyes peeled out for more rugby action tomorrow at thepapare.com. This is me, Bilal Marikar and Aveen signing off along with the production team who has done a wonderful job today.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
මේ දිනවල ඇතිවිය හැකි අසනීප තත්ත්වයන් වලින් ආරක්ෂා වීම සඳහා ප්‍රතිශක්තිය වර්ධනය කර නිරෝගීමත් දවසක් සඳහා සමහන් පානය කරන්න. සෙවදා සමහන් සෙවදා සුවෙන්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Tokyo Super ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when a lemon. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus,
Save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Like night go, pocket perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් නැති දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක්ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
මේ දිනවල ඇතිවිය හැකි අසනීප තත්ත්වයන් වලින් ආරක්ෂා වීම සඳහා ප්‍රතිශක්තිය වර්ධනය කර නිරෝගීමත් දවසක් සඳහා සමහන් පානය කරන්න. සෙවදා සමහන් සෙවදා සුවෙන්.
නව
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2,
1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.